What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Friday night Smackdown review. What do we got going on Smackdown tonight, huh? Smackdown. Well, we kick off the show with Sheamus going against Solo Sikoa right off the bat. Very good match, I gotta say. Solo Sikoa, they just giving them more bigger and bigger opponents every time, so they're getting them in that main, I won't say main event, but, putting them against some main guys out there. But this was a hard-hitting match, though, I will say that. Of course, the Brawling Brutes and the Bloodline was going to get involved, brawling with each other on the outside. Basically, throughout this match, Sheamus ended up jumping onto the Usos after they flipped the table onto, the Brutes out there. But, Sheamus is still selling that bad arm and everything throughout the match. When Sheamus had tried to get back in the ring, Sammy grabbed his foot. Sheamus kicked him off, but Solo ended up kicking him in that arm and then hitting his Uranagi for the win. Right after that, the Usos, with the whole Bloodline, ended up beating up Sheamus, putting his arm in a chair, the bad arm, and then hitting it with a chair several times until Sammy told him to stop. So, is this an injury angle? It looks like it, taking out Sheamus, so I don't know where that's going to go to, but pretty good beatdown right there in the post-match of this, but very good match. They then went to Bray Wyatt, who cut a promo while he was in the back with his music playing. I felt like his music was a little bit louder than the promo at first, but he talked about, problems he's had and the anger that takes him places he doesn't want to be, people that just don't get it, and, he just wanted to be content on left alone, but he's happy he wasn't left alone, and he's thankful now he can see, and, he knows who you are, you're trying to do, say it won't work, talk about the horrible things he's done, and, he'll never feel sorry for them, or talk about the server that takes him into circles. I don't know where his promo is going, but it's leading to something. Obviously, this looks like a slow burn to his, what is they calling it? The Happy Howdy, Uncle Howdy, Loudy, I have no idea and stuff, wherever that's going, but it's going somewhere, but, it's a slow burn, so they don't want people figuring out already. Right after the Bloodline was in the back celebrating, they did what they did. They took out Sheamus, but Jey Uso said, no, we just getting started, man. We ain't done for the night. We gotta get Logan Paul. But Sammy told him, like, no. Reigns said, do not engage. Let's not mess with him. But, sorry, I thought I saw something. He said, let's not mess with him, but apparently they still want to he wants to mess with him, so, Roman's not going to be happy. Jay said he's a hothead. Him and Sammy just kind of looked on like, what do we do here? So we'll figure that out. Liv Morgan went against Sonya Deville. I don't know why they keep adding more makeup to Liv Morgan. Is she trying to be the Joker, or is she trying to be Harley Quinn out there? I don't know what she's trying to be. Well, it looked more like Harley Quinn, but then again, they are trying to build Liv Morgan as this badass, or whatever they're trying to build this to with her. I have no idea where this is going with Liv Morgan. I don't get why. I've seen people on the internet try to compare her to Jeff Hardy for some reason for jumping off and stuff. And she ended up getting a whole bunch of chairs and throwing them in the ring, and fans chanting for tables, and she did a big suplex on Sonya in the ring and just left her there after. This was a count out, by the way. It was a double count out, so nobody had the win here. But I don't know where they're trying to go with this Liv Morgan. Whatever badass thing they're trying to pull off, I don't know. Whatever this is, I'm not really sure. But it's going somewhere, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. I know they showed a video for LA Knight and, KFC Logan. Braun Strowman came out basically talking about, MVP. MVP came out saying, yeah, you've always been the biggest person in the room and all that stuff. You're a monster and everything, but you're not a giant. You're going to get exposed. Strowman says, I don't need your advice. I want Amos out here. And listen, get the match of Crown Jewel. It's accepted, okay? And, I'm about action and talking. And, Strowman says, I'm going to come after you. Where's Omos? But Omos says, he ain't even out here. And Omos comes out there, him and Strowman have a stare down. Omos just pushes him, and Strowman kind of laughed then. So, yeah, the Giants are battling at Crown Jewel. Drew McIntyre is interviewed, now going in a steel cage match against Cross in a steel cage match against Cross at Crown Jewel. So, yes, strap match, now cage match. So, apparently they're going to end it there. We'll see. Hopefully they have a better match than what they had at Extreme Rules. Dakota Kai and Io Shirai, Damage Control. Well, I did not really care because it's Damage Control. But they went against Raquel Gonzalez and Shotzi for the tag titles. The match was good, but I don't really know how much people cared about this match. The match was just like, it wasn't bad, but, it was just kind of whatever at the same time. Still, so, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's Damage Control. I'm not really sure. Ronda Rousey talked about an open challenge. Talking about, I'm going to do it the next week. I don't need these fans to prove. I don't owe them nothing, okay? Listen, I gave everything I had out there, but all he did was hate. So, I'm getting out of Ohio, okay? So, heel Rousey, good. Real good. Santos Escobar, Legado had a vignette. Basically talking about you got to turn a family business into an empire. And now they have their latest acquisition, Zelina Vega. Vega said, I've always been successful with everything I've done. And now I'm here with Legado, Del Fantasma now. Basically, they stood up and held their drinks in the air. So, good vignette. Hit Row, who continue to not be over. I don't know. They didn't. Like I said, it's a recycled NXT feud, but basically said they had a plan to get them. I think Top Dollar looks like a big version of Ricochet. He really does. He looks like a giant Ricochet out there. He looks like a giant Ricochet. He looks like he's dressed to play 3-point basketball, but he looks like a big version of Ricochet. Rey Mysterio went against Ludwig Kaiser. Very good match. Ray, I have to say, man, it feels like the real Rey Mysterio is backing in. He's back on Smackdown. He's by himself again. He's not battling Judgment Day every week on Raw. He's not looking like a sad sap. He doesn't have Dominic holding him back anymore. It's like the real Rey Mysterio is back. It's like a newfound life is now back in Rey Mysterio. Yeah, it was a weird trade they did. Well, hey, Raw got Corbin, so they kind of got the shaft there. But, Ray without Dominic and Judgment Day, it's way better. Like the real Rey Mysterio is back in the building again, okay? Dominic's not holding him back anymore, alright? He was holding Rey Mysterio back. So the real Rey Mysterio is back now. But a very good match for him and Kaiser, hyping up their Intercontinental title match coming up. So get ready for that. FS1 SmackDown will be on next week, so not on Fox, so gotta make sure I watch out for that. Logan Paul came out, which it was his home state of Ohio, so he kept talking about the hard cam and stuff. People have doubted me my whole life, but now I'm going to show them who I am. I'd survived out there with Floyd Mayweather and stuff, and now I'm one of the GOATs now, because I'm just some kid from social media. I'm going to beat the GOAT. That's what he said. I will say this, Logan Paul at least got some cheers this time, given this was Ohio. There was still some boos, but at least he got a little bit more cheers out there. He was still cheering for the bloodline because Jey Uso attacked him from behind. Sammy basically told Jey to stop it, but, Sammy said, this ain't come from me, it's come from the tribal chief. Jey didn't really want to listen. Logan Paul got out the way and ended up knocking him out. They kept saying he's got that lucky shot right there. So Sammy was, had to check on Jey Uso then, as he was surprised at what's going on as Logan Paul left in. So they keep trying to build up like, Logan Paul, he may have Roman's number with the lucky shot, the punch and stuff. I don't care for this match. Then again, I don't think people look at Logan Paul. Don't get me wrong, yes, he is trained in boxing, but I don't really look at those as legit fights. Those are just prize fights, okay? So some people are just like, I don't think he's legit as a real boxer. Mostly celebrity boxer and stuff. So I don't think people take that seriously all the way with him. But like I said, the match though, not the match, what am I talking about here? Losing a little track, but like I said, the ending segment, it was okay. So Logan Paul, his reaction was okay. So I'm sure Roman's going to be back SmackDown next week, and I guess he's going to be pissed off at either Sammy or Jey for not following orders, or Sammy not being able to control the situation. So we'll see what happens with that. Other than that, SmackDown was pretty good, so they're just building more in the Crown Jewel coming up, so we'll see what goes on from there. Other than that, I'm out of here. See you guys then. Peace.